Hi everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram. Please remember to leave me a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content from me, and also click that little notification bell because that will alert you when I upload a new video. Today's video then is going to be talking about binge eating. Now, trigger warning for anybody who obviously struggles with an eating disorder, anyone who has issues around food. This may be triggering for you, so please do click out of the video if you do struggle with that. Also, please do remember to seek some help. There are so many different numbers. I will leave some numbers in the description box below if you are seeking help for an eating disorder of any kind. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So what I wanted to discuss in today's video then is what you should do after a binge. It doesn't necessarily have to be a binge. It can be a day where you've had like a cheat day. It can be a day where you just accidentally overeaten. So I just wanted to run through some of my little tips that do help, and things that I advise you to do after you've done something like this. So my tip number one is to just continue drinking water. So even if you are still sitting there putting food in your mouth, drink water with it, because it will honestly just help so much. Obviously, when we binge, we tend to head towards like carb heavy foods, salt heavy foods, sugar heavy foods, fat heavy foods, and a lot of these foods tend to make us hold a lot of water. Obviously the high sodium intake can make you really hold on to any water and make you feel a lot bigger the next day than what you actually are. This is one thing that really starts to demotivate people when they have a binge, because they think, oh well, I'm going to gain so much weight because every other time that I've done it, the next day I've always been fatter. Now, I've woken up this morning and I definitely look a little bit bigger than what I did yesterday, but I'm aware of the fact that it's water weight. Obviously you're going to gain a little bit of weight if you overeat by however much, but you do need 3,500 calories to gain 1 pound of fat. So I overate by 1,000 calories. That's not even half a pound. And it's so much easier to just get back on track and lose that rather than going even further and continuing in that negative cycle. You have to really remember this and just think, well, I'm only going to gain this much, and that'll take me 2 days to lose it. It's not a big deal. I really do think that it's a good thing to allow yourself to eat the foods that you really want every once in a while. But do just try and bear in mind that a lot of the weight is going to be water weight. And that leads me into tip number 2, which is don't weigh yourself. Please don't weigh yourself. It's just gonna put you in a bad mood. And it is so pointless, because a lot of that weight, it's not fat. Like, you've not gone from, I don't know, say for example yesterday, I was 138 pounds yesterday. I'm now 139.6. I did not gain 1.6 pounds overnight. It just didn't happen. I overate by 1,000 calories. I'm just holding a lot of water. Realistically, I should probably be about 138.4, which 0.4 of a pound. Would you cry about that if, you looked on the scale and that's what you gained? Because that is not the amount of weight that you've gained. And it is just gonna make you think, oh, well, now that I've ruined that, then I'm gonna continue to eat, because that's genuinely how binge eating makes you feel. Like yesterday, I wanted to continue eating. I was full, but I wanted to just carry on just because of the fact that I've already done it now. And I was saying in my own head, like, why would I do that? I had to really sit back and take a minute and think, I'm not going to destroy it and make it worse by eating even more just because I'm already like in a negative headspace about it. I need to just accept that I've done it, accept that I've gone over, and it's okay, it'll go away. It's not the end of the world. And I think that's one of the biggest things that is so difficult about when you binge, is pulling yourself out of the cycle and kind of taking a step outside of your own body and telling yourself, actually, I shouldn't do that. It's so difficult, but if you do continue, give yourself some credit, because it's not a nice thing to deal with, and it is very difficult to get out of as well. Once you've already started, your mind will tell you things that you don't want to hear, and it is going to say you're going to get fat, you're going to get this, you're going to do that, you're going to look like this, and blah blah blah, and you're just going to want to keep eating because now you're emotionally eating. So yeah, that's just one of my biggest things that I will say, is don't weigh yourself, because it is just going to make you sad, and it's pointless because it's not accurate. So another thing that I will say then to do after a binge is to just get back on track. Forgive yourself for what you've done, and the next day, go back at it harder than last time.
Train harder than last time.
I'm always sound like Greg in my videos. Get back on the diet, go to the gym. Even if you're feeling a little bit insecure, like today, I wore my little baggy shorts because I felt like I'm a little bit bigger today and I didn't feel secure. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna cover myself up a little bit because I'm not too happy with how I'm feeling today. And that's fine. Like, if that's how you need to deal with the situation, then deal with it that way. But I still went to the gym. I didn't think, oh well, I'm not going to go now because I overate yesterday or I had a binge yesterday, I'm not going. And it is really, really easy to fall into that situation where you start thinking, well, I'm just not going to go because what's the point? I've already overate and ruined it, and there's no way that I can now exercise an extra 1,000 calories and blah 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 blah. Believe me, I've fought all of these different things literally between yesterday and now, so I know exactly how it feels. I would never wear leggings after a binge because I always get that little lower belly pouch where I just hate it. I just feel like ew. And I shouldn't feel like that, but that's just life and that's just how it is. But I dealt with it. I got straight up out of bed this morning at 5 a.m, took my ass to the gym. I did a fucking solid workout and I didn't even do any cardio to make up for the extra calories that I ate yesterday because I have accepted it, I am fine with it, and it will go. If I continue on my diet, if I continue to go to the gym, those calories aren't even going to be there. And that also leads me on to tip number 4, which is do not try to over-exercise to compensate. And I know that this is one that I used to do when I binged. I would go and try and burn off like 3,000 calories just because I felt guilty. And I really, really thought that I could out-exercise the binge, but that's not how it works. And you're only gonna end up forcing yourself to want to eat more because now you've over-exercised. That's another thing as well. Don't under-eat to compensate. Don't over-exercise and don't under-eat to compensate. Please, please, please don't do these things. You are literally setting yourself up to binge again. I promise you, if you do these things, you're gonna binge again. Give it a couple of days. Whereas if you get right back on track, eat your right amount of calories, don't try and under-eat. Don't over-exercise and make yourself feel exhausted and make yourself feel absolutely ravenous for calories because you've burnt that many that your body is literally starving. And this is exactly where it falls back to the acceptance part of things, is because you need to just accept that you did it and that it's okay, you made a mistake. Forgive yourself, love yourself, and just go back to how you were before. And you must not over-exercise or under-eat to compensate. Please don't do it. That is the worst thing that you could do. I promise you that. Another tip that I do have is to just do little things that make you feel good. So if, you know, doing your makeup makes you feel good, if having like a candlelit bath makes you feel good, face masks, painting your nails, doing your hair, whatever it might be, do something that makes you feel good about yourself, because restoring that confidence in yourself and how you look as well is a big part in obviously stopping that negative cycle, because a lot of the time we fall into the mindset of thinking, oh well, I don't like myself now, why did I do that, I'm a failure, you know, I've gained weight, I look horrible, whatever the thoughts might be. And I know I have experienced these things myself and it is horrible. And it's so difficult to pull yourself out of it as well, and I'm aware of that. But just doing these small things, such as, you know, looking after your personal hygiene, it is so important, and it can just make you feel like actually it's okay. You know, it's like a breath of fresh air almost. Like you have a nice bath, you're all clean, like you don't feel horrible from the binge anymore. Do like a face mask and just make yourself feel good, pamper yourself. You do deserve love and you deserve to look after yourself. And basically doing these little things to make yourself feel good will allow you to forgive yourself and will allow you to think, actually, yeah, I do deserve these good things and I do deserve to be happy and I deserve to treat my body right. And it's a new day and we're going to start again fresh. And that is one of the best mindsets to have, is that it's every day is a new step towards the right direction. And just because you took one step down doesn't mean you need to take 6 steps down. You just need to take that one step back up, get rid of it, erase it, forget about it, and just keep going up and up and up. And that's how you are going to get to where you want to be. I really, really do hope that this helps if you are struggling with this a little bit. I know that it's not pleasant and it can make you feel really, really shitty and really, really low in confidence. So please, if you are struggling with an eating disorder, get some help. Please seek professional help. You aren't alone in the situation. A lot of people are going through it. A lot of people have been through it. A lot of people have gotten out of it. And you need to remember that you are also capable of getting out of it. So please do get help if you do feel like you need it. And do feel free as well to give me a message if you want to. My Instagram, I will leave it up here for you again. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you did enjoy this video. Let me know if it was helpful and if you would like to see more videos like this one. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.